Well, we'll be excited to play the spring game tomorrow night, 7:30. Obviously, a little change of plans, but when we saw the forecast and the possibility of lightning, I think it was the right thing to do to change the game. The one thing I didn't want to do was end up in the Traeger Center in another scrimmage and nobody there. So I feel like the best thing for the experience of our quarterbacks is to be able to get out there, have the fans be able to come and get the experience of a game. I've liked the way spring balls went. We've had 2 really good scrimmages, very competitive between the offense and the defense. I think it's been really good for our quarterbacks to get the experience of being out on the field by themselves. The last scrimmage we had all the coaches off the field, so they had to run everything. Including the time clock. So that was really good for them. It's a lot to do out there to know what the offense is, know what the defense is doing, make sure you get the 40-second clock and get everything called and ran. So that's invaluable experience, and we're going to need a lot of that before the first game, obviously.
I'm encouraged by just the players' willingness to really learn. They're an enthusiastic group, I think, that wants to be good. We're trying to keep the standards and expectations on them, a lot of young players to grow and develop them. So, the senior leadership that we do have, well, it's not a lot of numbers, I think has been, it's been solid, it's been good. But again, I think their attitude overall has been most impressive to me right now.
Our preparation in the spring has to do with ourselves and our development, and we've worked hard at really reducing all of our scheme work down to technique and try to get development there. And certainly in the back of our mind, we know that we know what's in front of us, and we've certainly put the work in the video room, evaluating what's coming and all that kind of stuff. And so some of the things that we've done scheme-wise, we've geared that direction. But most of our work this spring is about technical development, how we can put ourselves in the best position to execute at all positions. And I think that's where we see the best way to elevate our play is to elevate our technique at each position. Everybody's in the correct stance. They're in the right splits. We're coming off the ball together. And also we're getting used to the atmosphere and the personality of this offense, which is different. Every year it's different. And with Joanna as our quarterback and our leader, everybody has rallied around that, and that's where our focus has been.
Coach spoke on it earlier, just him being here for the last 2 years to be able to get the same amount of reps that Lamar got, to be able to get coached and listen and compete for, all, like I said, I guess a couple of weeks ago, you always want to prepare as you are the starter. And he's done that, and then, he's not a very out loud going guy, but, they respect him. He goes out and leads, and he's doing, things that we're asking him to do.